I have not cried and just poured tears in years watching a movie. It was just the most powerful thing. It was an experience. It's crazy because we watch movies for like having an experience. I really had a core, deep in the core kind of experience about, I came away thinking about like,
How's it going?
It's not coming out.
Let's try the peanut butter.
Come on, Gigi.
Ooh, look at that.
Mom, she's supposed to be helping me.
Carolyn said it would take time.
All the way now.
Oh, man.
hey, it's Jim Alexander with Real Talker. I've been so excited to talk to both of you, by the way. Nick, I've talked to you on Driven a few years back, so it's good to reconnect again. But Marcia, it's the first time with me and you. If I can take a minute here, just say how I was moved by this movie. I have not cried and just poured tears in years watching a movie. It was just the most powerful thing. It was an experience. It's crazy because we watch movies for like having an experience. I really had a core, deep in the core kind of experience about, I came away thinking about like the fragility of life and how much like animals mean to us, and about family. And watching you, Marcia, I kind of thought about my relationship with my mom, especially she's been going through cancer, and just like having a parent like that, it just struck me in so many ways. I just wanted to tell you guys how, like, I actually recorded a video review of it right after, and I was crying during the review of it. I kid you not. Like, it was just a powerful experience, and I had watching this film, like, unlike anything else. I felt like Charlie's performance was like one of the most alive kind of crazy performance, because it was very lively and human in so many ways. I just wanted to ask you, I guess my question now is like, did you have a moment working on this film, either going through the script or on set, that it struck you maybe half like me in some way, that you had that kind of emotional moment with that? And I'm going to start with you, Nick.
I, like Marcia, had many, many emotional moments during the shooting of the movie. And like you, there is no disrespect in breaking into tears. Tears are the result of genuine emotion and genuine feelings, and opening yourself up to something. So it's a tribute to you that you open yourself up in that way. On a daily basis, I would watch Marcia do scenes, Charlie do scenes with that monkey that were breathtaking, that the intimacy and the cleverness, as you saw in the movie, that both Charlie and Marcia did together, and the way they played, and the sheer skill that they brought to that job. There were many occasions on that set where I was not alone in wiping a tear from my eye. And I would often look around at the crew, and there would be, and this, a crew, as you know, I've seen a lot.
Yeah.
And they were often moved to tears.
Wow. Marcia, did you have a powerful moment? And you were right in the thick of it.
Well, there were so many, because the movie's about loss in so many ways, and then how you triumph over that loss. There's a moment in the hospital with Jim, just as two parents, and you just don't want to be heard by strangers around you as you're going through one of the most personal and devastating moments of your life, and it's so public. That was one of them for me. There's a moment of helplessness, realizing she can't do anything. There's just simply the moment of watching Charlie navigate that wheelchair and how difficult it is, and what he's lost in his life. And even when his friends come over, like, even though it's happy, it's also kind of painful because they remind you what he doesn't have. So there were so many. And then, as is quite typical in a film where there is that kind of emotion and loss, you have to find the moments of hope and charm and light and all of the things that the family is trying to find in order to survive. So yeah, there were many, many, many.
I'm just so glad you guys made this movie. I know we're out of time. I have 1,000 things to talk about.
You can ask another question. Go on, go ahead. Knock yourself out. No one's going to kill you. Go ahead.
How, in that essence too, how does it change you of making a movie like this going forward? Did you have like a come to me moment too, not only just watching on set, but like I feel like I've been changed by this movie. I genuinely feel like it changed me in many ways, because I'm more mindful now, and I've taken that for the last few days since I've seen the movie, about my life and the people around it and even the animals in it. I wonder if you had that moment that now you see things differently that you maybe didn't prior to it.
Marcia, you want to go?
Well, I'm constantly aware of the fragility of life because I've had tragedies in my own family, and it's a second, in 1 second, everything
Taken away.
So don't text and drive. Don't leave a candle lit anywhere when you walk away from it. There's those things that are don'ts. And, we all want to experience life and have bravery and jump into a quarry or whatever. But it certainly makes me be more cautious. And that's the challenge. You don't want to go through life with fear. You don't want to go through life being cautious, but there are certain things you just go, this is just preventative. And so anybody who's listening, I'm going to say, don't text and drive, even though that wasn't the problem in this movie. And, don't leave unlit candles, because it can change it.
And I would just say briefly, politically, be aware of unintended consequences of whatever you do when you make political decisions, politicians, because you might believe that you are on the right side, that you are on the progressive side, that you are somehow helping people. But the unintended result of some of your decisions have real personal effects on people who now no longer can have the benefit of a primate working with them as a service animal. And there are examples of that across America now, and that is wrong.
Well said. Couldn't said any better. Thank you for making this movie and making me feel and making me, I think, a better, more aware person. So I can't wait to see what's next for you guys, but I'm so proud of this film, and I'll do whatever I can to spread the message.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
I hope she is healing.
Thank you, Marcia. I really appreciate that. Bye-bye.
He has a monkey.
Well, what do you want me to do about it? It's a free country.